One command. That's all you need to control your AWS cloud, not the website, not from the clickings, just a single terminal and whole AWS cloud is yours. The thing is AWS CLI. Today, I will make you very clear with a simple 6 steps that how to install the AWS CLI and what is actually the AWS CLI. In very few minutes, you will be very clear that what is AWS CLI and how to get it installed. Here are these few simple steps. That first is to check, second is to install with a Homebrew, and third is to install by a official way. So there are two ways from which you're gonna see whatever you like or both of the things, and then create a access key. Then we will configure that, and at last we will have a hands-on experience of how the CLI is working. So at the end, you will see your own cloud working from your terminal, okay? Not like other videos. So let's go and do these simple steps. The biggest question is, what is AWS CLI? To understand it, what is AWS? AWS is a Amazon Web Services. It is Amazon's cloud that where the user can host their website, their apps, their databases, and their everything. So there are two ways to talk to the AWS CLI. As one way is with AWS console, which you all I think you know that there is a way which is by website. You can go to your browser, log in there, and click the button. And it is like a slow thing that you will go to the browser, click the button, and that all things. You can't repeat the same thing very repeatedly as going to the site, logging in, and all these things. So there are another thing which is AWS CLI. AWS CLI. What do you mean by AWS CLI? So what is AWS CLI? CLI is a command line interface, as you know, as our terminal is working in a laptop and computer. It is a tool that run inside your terminal, and you type up command, and AWS does the work. So it is just the command that will run, and AWS which will respond to that command. So this is a AWS. Okay. So AWS will respond to your command. That is something how you will call the AWS, and AWS receives to your thing. So what are the facilities we are taking from AWS CLI? So AWS CLI is having the fast type of things. As we can see, as it is fast. The second thing you can get is it is repeatable. As you know, you cannot further log in and further go to the site. So it just a repeatable thing that you can just perform very easily. And what is other thing? It is automation friendly. That is very important, as nowadays there is a lot of automation friendly. Okay, so it is automation friendly. So these type of things we can get by the AWS. Now you understand what is the AWS CLI. As we need to access the AWS. To access the AWS, we have the two ways: the AWS console and the AWS CLI. AWS console is a very repetitive. We cannot do that as it need a login and it need very much of things. So it is the bad thing. Now AWS CLI, which will take your command and then run on the AWS. It will join with the AWS and do all these things by only your command. So it is fast, it is repeatable, and it is automation friendly. As the question also arises that you have written the automation friendly. How it is automation friendly? As when we know, as we move from AWS, like if we want to know the EC2 instance, so we need to go to the server, and then the EC2 instance, we are talking about AWS console, then we will click the EC2, then the instances, okay? Then the instance, okay? So this is the pure thing we will do when we are in AWS console. But now, if we are in a Amazon CLI, what we will do? We will run a command. That command is AWS EC2 describe instance. That's complete command. It will show you the response in very interesting way, as this is the command, and the command will show you the result. The result is in JSON format. If the result is in JSON format, then you know what happens. If the result is in JSON format, then a thing happens. The JSON format is can read by another tool, which will lead to the automation of it. Okay. So if it is read by another tool, it will lead to the automation, as the response is in JSON. So I think you know about AWS console and AWS CLI. If you are a beginner, don't just worry about these type of commands and don't just take very serious these type of commands. I will take these commands in the description. You can see in my GitHub link, and just be in the video, I will make sure that you will be very easy with these types of commands. Now, this is a step one of step six as to check. As now, the fun part is how to install CLI on Mac. First, let us check if you already have it or not. So, open your terminal. That's the black window app on your MacBook. To check this, let us open the terminal. It is my terminal. And what command you need to enter? You need to enter AWS version. What it throws that it does not know about any AWS installed in my computer. So, what is it says? As to check, we need the command as which is like AWS version. That is the command. Don't worry about the command. I will give it in the description link, which is take you to the GitHub, and at all my page on the GitHub, there will be a set of commands given to you in a very sequential order. So don't worry about the command. So step one is completed. As we have seen, there is no AWS installed in our computer. In my case, the AWS is not installed. So give me some time. I will make you the feel that this is a very easy process to install it. So our first step is done. Okay. Now moving to the second step. Second step is installing with Homebrew. So how to install with the Homebrew? So you know about what is Homebrew here. Homebrew is a site through which you can install apps on the Mac. If you don't have Homebrew, just run this command on your MacBook, as I have saved this command here also, and I can see you the command on my terminal also. But I have Homebrew, so I will not install it and I will run this command. If you have Homebrew, just run this command. Or if you don't have Homebrew, just run this command first. You can take it from the Homebrew site, or you can just copy paste from my description. And then after having installing the Homebrew, you can run this command, which is to install the AWS CLI. Now I have Homebrew, so I will run it. And after running it, it is installing the AWS CLI. Just wait for a second. It is downloading the things. And now it is taking the things, fetching the things which are here. It is giving us some warnings, but ignore it because it is the natural process of it. So it gives us summary and all these details. So this is now completely installed. Okay. If you run this command, Homebrew command, you can just run this and see this command. Now let us check as it is installed or not. How we were checking that is it installed or not? We were checking by a command which is AWS version. Okay. So AWS version. Okay, now it's showing the version. Means we have installed the AWS by our command. Okay. So now we are having the AWS. As you have seen before, we do not have the AWS. That says I don't know about the AWS. Now if I run, it says I know about the AWS. Now our step two is already done. Let's see about the step three. Okay. What step three says, as it says about the official installation. Sometimes the user don't want to install the home group or this type of thing, so they can install with the official way. So what is the official way here? For official way, you need the AWS or Amazon, okay, .com/CLI. This is the site where you get the Amazon CLI. This is the official site of the AWS command line interface. So this is the new thing, as it is 2026. So this site is now like that, as it is date of 31 July. Now move down, it is get started. On pressing the get started, move to the install button. Now, if you have these Linux, you can go to this Mac and Windows. I will go to the Mac, and then I will install the GUI installer and click here. It will get you download the package file. Okay. Now open that. It will say you continue and continue. Let us agree with it. Then install for all my user and continue. And I think I will press continue, then it will install it. But as I already have with the Homebrew, just skip it. So I have not just skip the process. You can press simply the continue. It will install in your computer. Then after the installation, you can also just recheck as it is installed or not by just AWS command. So the step three is also completed. As we done the step three, now let us move to create the access key here. So how do we create the access key? How do we create access key? The first thing is, what is access key? Access key, why do we need it? The as now we have installed the CLI. So now we have the CLI in our local machine, as we have installed and checked as CLI is present or not. So we have CLI. Now here is your AWS cloud platform. Okay. So this is the AWS cloud platform you will have. Now from access key, you will use this access key to talk between the CLI and between the okay. So to talk your local machine CLI as local machine CLI to just the cloud based AWS, you need this access key to perform this type of task. Okay, so now how to get the access keys here? To get the access keys, let me just sign in to the AWS and move it to the AWS console. Come to the site of AWS console, click to sign into the console. So I am now logged into my AWS console, and let us click to the security credentials. Go to the security credentials, move down. Here you will see the access key. Now create access key. Then after creating the create access key, why do we need the access key for our CLI? So just create the CLI and then click on confirmation as to create the CLI of it. Then press next. You can get the description here. Description is for CLI. You will see anything you can just choose. Now create access key. Press the create access key. So now you have the things. You have the access key and you have the secret keys. Now you can download this CSV file. Now here you will get all your access keys and things, and here you will get the action and to edit the description and to deactivate the things. So you need to copy the access key and the secret access key by your side and keep it with yourself. Now we got the keys, okay. As step 4 is now completed, what's the step 5? Step 4 is done now. What's the step 5? Step 5 is to configure the thing. Step 5 is to configure the things, okay. So step 5, let us move to the step 5. Now configure it with your things. So just move it and type clear. Then AWS configure. So it will say to use the access key ID. So it will demand two things as the access key ID and the secret key. Just enter it and move to the next. Just press enter, then press enter. It will execute it. So where are the hidden file? The hidden file is where the .aws and then with the credentials. So here your AWS files will be there. The connection part is over now. We can proceed with the configuring part. So it is done now. Let us move to the configuration. So moving to the configuration, now we need a hands-on demo with the AWS. Now the AWS will work. So let us have a hands-on demo. So let's say AWS sts.get caller identity. What it will give you? It will give you just who I am. So who I am, it will just provide the name of it. So it says now you can see the different list of S3 buckets. For it, you can type AWS S3 LS. So it will give us all the S3 buckets we will have. If we do not have the access buckets, what is it saying? It is saying that error denied. We cannot call the S3 because I have the not the root access. I am user, which is calling the root thing. So it is not allowed. That's why it is giving an error. Let us see. I have access to made a S3 bucket or not. MD S3 as my demo. So do I have no, I do not have the constraint to make the S3 bucket. So these are the hand-on practices we done as I have a root constraint. That's why it is not able to make the S3. So now we can just build the things by the CLI commands in just these types of commands. Okay, we can build the things very easily. So there is a most common interview question. So there is an important AWS question that how do you interact with Amazon Web Services? So to answer is that I use Amazon AWS CLI version 2. What do we use? AWS CLI version 2 for automation and scripting. Okay, and scripting. It's faster than the console and work inside CI/CD pipeline because there is a pipeline that connect our local CLI to the AWS. Okay, so it is better than console because it's fast. Okay, I think you understand as only one command can create a S3 things and only one command can create a EC2 instance with a single command during any deployments as it is either MERN or either Spring Boot. So this answer will leads to the think of the interviewer that this person just knows the real implementation of it. As you can describe the proper things you have done here as taking the access key, then all these 6 steps you can see as the 6 steps are like checking and with the installing with the Homebrew an official way and create access key. Then we configured. Then we have the demo with it as we have created the S3 bucket and S3 LS. Now, so all commands which are used in this video are on my description. So GitHub link is in the description. GitHub. So all GitHub links are in the description. If you stuck somewhere in the program and while installing the things and in AWS CLI, feel free to ask me any type of errors you got like AWS not found, and any type of things you got, just let me know in the comment below. I will reply to the every comment. If you like that video and see it helps, feel free to subscribe the channel and wait for the next video upcoming. Thank you.